Now on Sunrise, with the November elections in Minneapolis right around the corner, we talked to voters to see how they really feel about controversial ballot questions.
Plus, a search for missing traveler Gabby Petito developing this morning, where police say they may have found her body as their investigation shifts to her now missing boyfriend.
And he's making neighborhoods brighter, one paint job at a time. We introduce you to a longtime volunteer changing lives for homeowners all across the metro. KARE 11 Sunrise starts now.
Good morning, Sunrisers. Happy Monday. Well, you might not see any rain out the window right now, but take a look at radar. It is coming, and it could arrive as you head to work. Guy is tracking those storms for us this morning. Guy, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Most of the showers and storms you can see on radar north and west of the Twin Cities area and the St. Cloud areas. These storms are pretty slow movers. So this morning, localized flooding possible. Now, not tracking any severe thunderstorm warnings or anything like that for now. Just some generic thunderstorms kind of moving on through. Again, heavy downpours, really the biggest threats for this morning. Now, you can see these storms moving pretty slowly as they'll be arriving to the metro area later this morning. As you can see, your school day planner ahead with showers and storms. Best shot between 9 and 11. And then once you hit around lunchtime, expect a wet pavement with showers and thunderstorms kind of moving through the area, sticking around all day, too. So I'll be timing that all out on Microcast coming up.
Yeah, speaking of wet pavement, take a look at St. Cloud this morning. That's where we're starting off. Highway 15, you can see in the traffic lights there that wet pavement from the storms that Guy mentioned rolling through St. Cloud. Coming up in a little bit, though, we're going to look at the metro a little bit closer to home here and look at how roads are happening this morning.
Okay, thanks, Jen. Another spike in violence in Minneapolis in an already violent year. Since Saturday morning, there have been 7 shootings across the metro. 11 people were hurt in those. Police continue to say they need community's help in stopping the violence and to turn shooters in.
The November election in Minneapolis is right around the corner. Early voting started last week, and a big issue voters will have to decide on is if they will replace the police department. And we wanted to see where voters stand on that issue.
CC is live in downtown Minneapolis, and it sounds like the voters are pretty split on this one, CC.
Yeah, that's right. They are. KARE 11 helped commission a new poll conducted by Mason-Dixon Polling and Strategy. It involved 800 likely Minneapolis voters, and it found that most voters don't want less police on the streets. They just want a new type of police department. The KARE 11 NPR News Star Tribune Frontline Minnesota poll found that 55% of voters said Minneapolis shouldn't reduce the size of the police force. Black voters feel even stronger about that. 75% said they don't want fewer police officers. The poll took that question a step further and asked about replacing the department altogether with a public safety department. 49% support that change, while 41% don't.
The amendment as it is has a lot of flaws. There's no reason why we can't achieve a lot of the same goals that amendment puts forth with the existing structure that we have.
That poll also found that 42% of voters trust the city council to decide the future of MPD, while 40% trust the mayor to make that decision. And coming up in our next half hour, I'll have more on how voters feel about Mayor Jacob Frey and other city leaders. I'll send things back to you.
A lot of numbers. Thanks for breaking them down, CC.
Any day now, we could hear a decision from the FDA on booster shots. On Friday, an FDA advisory panel recommended that booster shots should only be limited to people 65 and older and high-risk Americans. This only affects Pfizer's 3rd dose. CDC is also set to weigh in on boosters this week. For the latest on vaccine requirements, text the word vaccine to 763-797-7215. We'll text you back a link where you can read more.
Now here's a look at today's other top stories in your morning rush. Antoine Suggs is awaiting extradition from Arizona back to Wisconsin in connection with a quadruple homicide in Dunn County. The 38-year-old turned himself into Arizona police Friday. His father, 56-year-old Darren Osborne, is already charged on 4 counts of hiding a corpse. This weekend, family and friends held another vigil in honor of the victims. They say we all need to join together as a community to end the violence.
Good morning, and this has become the one bridge into Mexico that an entire nation has had its eye on. The situation beneath it changing rapidly. Nearly 15,000 migrants, most from Haiti, have now called it home After migrating here across the Rio Grande, their numbers tripling in just the past few days.
Senator Amy Klobuchar is fighting to lower prescription drug costs for Medicare patients. She's holding a town hall today with AARP Minnesota to push for the Empowering Medicare Seniors to Negotiate Drug Prices Act. The legislation would allow Medicare to negotiate drug prices in the upcoming Senate budget reconciliation package. The town hall starts at 2 this afternoon.